How to pass the Pennsylvania real estate exam. Let's get started. A seller in Pennsylvania lists their home with a broker and signs a standard listing agreement. After the agreement of sale is executed, the listing salesperson discovers through a neighbor that the basement has a history of flooding during heavy rains, a fact the seller never mentioned. What is the salesperson's obligation under Pennsylvania law regarding disclosure of this material defect? Is it A, no duty to disclose since the defect was not known to the seller or agent at listing? Or B, disclose to the buyer immediately as part of the duty of honesty and fair dealing? Could it be C, keep the information confidential to protect the seller-client relationship? Or lastly D, disclose only if the buyer specifically asks about water issues? The correct answer is B. Here is why. Disclose to the buyer immediately as part of the duty of honesty and fair dealing, option B, is correct because material defects must be disclosed regardless of when discovered. Option A is incorrect. Knowledge acquired after listing still must be disclosed. Option C is incorrect. Confidentiality does not extend to concealing material defects. Option D is incorrect. Disclosure is required without inquiry. Next question. In Pennsylvania, a broker's trust account must be? Is it A, interest-bearing for all funds? Or B, non-interest-bearing or interest optional? Could it be C, combined with operating account? Or lastly D, in the salesperson's name? The correct answer is B. Here is why. Non-interest-bearing or interest optional, option B, is correct. Option A is incorrect. Not all accounts must be interest-bearing. Option C is incorrect. Commingling prohibited. Option D is incorrect. Trust account is in broker's name. Next question. A seller's agent in Pennsylvania learns of a material defect in the property after the agreement of sale is signed but before closing. What is the agent's duty? Is it A, remain silent to protect the seller-client? Or B, disclose the defect to the buyer? Could it be C, disclose only if asked directly? Or lastly D, wait for the seller's permission? The correct answer is B. Here is why. Disclose the defect to the buyer, option B, is correct because material defects must be disclosed regardless of timing. Option A is incorrect. Silence would be misrepresentation. Option C is incorrect. Disclosure is required without inquiry. Option D is incorrect. The agent cannot wait for permission if it involves a material fact. Next question. A licensee in Pennsylvania commingles trust funds with personal funds. This is an example of? Is it A, conversion? Or B, commingling? Could it be C, puffing? Or lastly D, fraud? The correct answer is B. Here is why. Commingling, option B, is correct because mixing client funds with personal funds is specifically prohibited. Option A is incorrect. Conversion is misappropriation. Option C is incorrect. Puffing is exaggerated opinion. Option D is incorrect. Fraud requires intentional deception. Next question. A property in Pennsylvania has an easement for a utility line running across the backyard. This easement is best described as? Is it A, an appurtenant easement benefiting the dominant estate? Or B, an easement in gross benefiting a utility company? Could it be C, a license revocable at any time? Or lastly D, a profit à prendre for resource extraction? The correct answer is B. Here is why. An easement in gross benefiting a utility company, option B, is correct because it benefits a commercial entity rather than an adjoining parcel. Option A is incorrect. An appurtenant easement benefits another parcel. Option C is incorrect. An easement is an interest in land, not a revocable license. Option D is incorrect. A profit à prendre involves removing something from land. Next question. In Pennsylvania, Which of the following actions by a real estate broker would most likely constitute commingling of funds and result in disciplinary action by the Real Estate Commission? Is it A, depositing a buyer's earnest money check into the broker's designated escrow account within one banking day? Or B, using a portion of escrow funds held for one transaction to cover operating expenses of the brokerage temporarily? Could it be C, maintaining separate trust accounts for different clients' funds? Or lastly, D, returning earnest money to a buyer upon mutual cancellation of the agreement of sale? The correct answer is B. Here is why. Using a portion of escrow funds held for one transaction to cover operating expenses of the brokerage temporarily, option B, is correct because it is commingling client funds with business funds. Option A is correct procedure, not a violation. Option C is a best practice. Option D is proper disbursement. That's it for today. How many did you score? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and tell me what topic I should cover next. Bye.